spilling a goddess into the darkness of a war-torn galaxy. Her name was Diana, known to some as Wonder Woman, born of clay and divine will. The first 10 seconds were chaos. Bolts of energy screamed past her as she descended into a world where hope had long died. Yet her eyes blazed with defiance, unyielding against despair's crushing grip. She landed on a battlefield drenched in ash and blood, where giant armored warriors fought beneath banners of skulls and saints. Bolters roared, tanks thundered, and prayers were drowned by screams. Diana rose from the crater, her armor gleaming against the dying sun. The soldiers around her froze, torn between awe and fear. None could tell if she was angel or demon, only that her presence silenced war itself. A space marine, his armor scarred and gold, approached her. His voice carried through the smoke like thunder. "Name yourself, spirit." Diana met his gaze, her tone calm yet commanding. "I am Diana of Themyscira, daughter of Hippolyta, servant of peace." The marine studied her, then pointed his bolter toward the sky where Xenos ships bled fire. "Then serve peace through war, for that is all this galaxy knows." She joined their ranks without hesitation. When chaos cultists poured from the ruins, she met them head-on, her bracelets deflecting their corrupted rounds. Her lasso burned with golden light, dragging truth from lies and cleansing madness from men's minds. The Space Marines watched in disbelief. Never had they seen such purity defy corruption's whisper. To them, she was a saint made flesh, perhaps even the Emperor's forgotten daughter. Yet Diana felt the weight of this realm pressing upon her. Hope was rare here, and mercy was mistaken for weakness. She struggled to reconcile her ideals with the Imperium's brutal creed. When she questioned their ways, burning entire cities to root out heresy, they called her naive. "We purged to survive," one captain told her, but she only looked toward the horizon, whispering, "Survival without compassion is another kind of death." Her compassion became both weapon and wound. Refugees gathered wherever she went, calling her the Golden Flame. The Inquisition grew wary, suspecting witchcraft. Some whispered that she sought to turn hearts away from the Emperor. When interrogators arrived, they found her kneeling among the wounded, healing a child with her lasso's glow. "If your God is love," she said softly, "then why fear those who offer it freely?" The Inquisitors saw danger in her words. They summoned her to terror, the cradle of humanity's might. Towering above the world, the Imperial Palace shimmered like a dying star. As she entered the Hall of Saints, thousands bowed, believing a miracle had returned. But the High Lord's eyes were cold. They saw not a savior, but a disruption, a question that faith built on fear could never answer without trembling. They tested her, demanding allegiance to the Emperor as the one true God. Diana stood silent, then replied, "I have met gods, and they too can fall. But truth endures beyond worship." Her words rippled through the chamber like a forbidden prayer. Half the council erupted in outrage. Others felt the first spark of doubt. Before they could decide her fate, alarms blared, an orc invasion tore through the system. Without waiting for orders, she took flight, cutting through the void on wings of pure will. Her sword carved green-skinned monstrosities apart, her shield deflecting meteors of fire. Even the void seemed to bend around her strength. The fleets of the Imperium followed her lead, inspired by her defiance. For the first time in centuries, they fought not for duty, but for hope. Hope, that fragile word she carried like a torch. When victory came, it was drenched in silence. The orcs lay scattered, but so too did thousands of Imperial dead. Diana walked among the fallen, her eyes dim with sorrow. "War feeds itself," she murmured, and it will not stop until someone breaks the cycle. Behind her, Space Marines knelt, unsure whether to call her holy or heretical. In her heart, she feared both titles were true. Whispers of her deeds spread across the stars. Some worlds painted her sigil beside the emperor's, others declared her a false goddess. The ecclesiarchy debated her very existence, torn between reverence and rage. But to the people, she was a promise, living proof that courage could still burn in a universe of despair. Wherever injustice reigned, her shadow followed, bringing both light and rebellion in equal measure. One day, Diana found herself face to face with a Chaos Lord, swollen with demonic power. The air stank of sulfur and fear. "You do not belong here, goddess," the creature hissed. "This galaxy is ours." She raised her shield, unyielding. "Then I will take it back." The clash shattered worlds, her light against his darkness, divine truth against madness incarnate. Even the warp paused, unsure which would consume the other first. When the battle ended, the stars themselves seemed to hold their breath. The Chaos Lord lay broken, yet his laughter lingered. "You fight for a species that cannot be saved," he taunted. "Your compassion will drown you." Diana looked to the ruined battlefield and whispered, "Then I will drown standing." Her words became legend, a vow carved into the memory of every soldier who survived that dreadful day. Time passed, decades became centuries, and still she fought. Her face never aged, but her spirit bore the cracks of endless sorrow. She saved billions, yet for every life restored, 1,000 more were lost to war. She began to wonder if this universe had any gods worth believing in, or if she had become one by accident, worshipped not for love, but for what others needed her to be. Then came a vision in the silence of the void, a voice, calm, ancient, familiar. "Diana," it said, "you were sent not to conquer, but to remember." She closed her eyes and saw Themyscira, green and bright, untouched by the madness of this age. Tears slipped down her cheeks. For the first time in centuries, she felt human again. But peace, in the 41st millennium, was always fleeting. Her return to the Imperium was met with unrest. Entire sectors had begun following her creed of mercy. The ecclesiarchy declared her a heretic. The common folk called her savior. The High Lords demanded her capture, yet when fleets surrounded her, she did not fight. She raised her hands and said, "If love is rebellion, then let me be its cause." None could bring themselves to pull the trigger. The emperor, silent upon his golden throne, flickered for a single heartbeat. Some swore they saw his eyes open, golden light spilling across terror. Others claimed it was myth, but those who were there, those who saw the tears of a goddess, believed something ancient stirred that day. Perhaps even the emperor, lost within his endless vigil, recognized a fragment of the light humanity had long forgotten. Then, as suddenly as she arrived, Wonder Woman vanished. No teleportation, no death, no divine ascension, just absence, like a breath held forever. Her lasso was found coiled upon the throne's steps, glowing faintly, whispering words only the pure of heart could hear. Truth is not a weapon, it is a choice. Across the stars, her legend became both prayer and prophecy, a spark that refused to fade. Millennia later, when the Imperium faced extinction once more, warriors in power armor still spoke her name before battle. Statues of her stood beside saints, wings spread, shield raised, eyes forever forward. Some claimed her spirit guided them through the warp. Others said she had returned to Themyscira, watching, waiting for mankind to remember what it once was. In every heart that defied despair, she lived on. And so, in the grim darkness of the far future, where there is only war, one light still dares to burn. Not of conquest, but of compassion. Not of faith, but of truth. The galaxy may never know peace, yet her presence changed its rhythm forever. Wonder Woman, the eternal outsider, became its silent heartbeat, a reminder that even in hell, a single act of kindness can still challenge eternity.